Wow. Hi, I'm Sero. This is my Twitch stream. Sero does stuff because Sero, I does stuff. And fuck grammar. Fuck grammar. It's been that kind of a day. Mostly do TTRPGs, and today is no different a TTRPG. It is the second day of my Twitch anniversary, and we will be playing The Light Side, a one-shot created by the creators who are sitting right here, actually, by Cap and Ian. So thank you for them for joining us. I'm just going to quickly go through the introductions. Information on how you can win things and how you can use the force against us is in the chat, so you can see all that information there. I won't go over it, but you can read with your eyeballs. I'll quickly introduce Ian. Ian, please tell everyone where you are from on the internet, not your geographic location.
Hello, yes, I am from Shrimp and Crits podcast. I am also a freelance podcast editor. I edit mostly Monster Hour and Don't Wreck Yourself Pod, occasionally $2 Creature Feature, and I also am a amateur game designer. I designed in part this game that we're playing today.
Awesome. Glad to have you on board and running it for us, Ian. Also,
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. Also, we have Cap. Where are you from, Cap?
Hello, everybody. I am Cap. I am also from the Shrimp and Crits podcast. I don't know what Ian's doing right now, but I'm loving it. Ian does 99% of the game making work, and then I do that little 1% at the end just to take us over the edge. But I'm so happy to be here once again with you, Sero.
Oh, I'm so glad to have you back. I mean, I love having you on Brindlewood Bay, but it's good to have you on for other things. And also we have Alyss. Alyss, please tell the audience where you are from.
Hi guys, I'm Alyss. Usually I'm on Welcome to Reddington podcast. It's the Monster of the Week podcast. I am also a Twitch streamer. You can find me Tuesdays on Girls Run These Worlds playing Mitchdom, which is a tiny game about tiny hamsters.
Oh, that's great. That's
So
great.
cool.
We've already had some entries into the giveaway, and Dixon, you are ineligible because you won yesterday. Also, we have a -1 to your next roll, Cap, and we have a +1 to Alice's next roll. So we're starting off strong, people.
Clear favoritism already.
Clear favoritism. Because I always roll so well. You need to bring me down a little more.
Okay, well, just leaves me to say, please take it away, Ian.
Yes, hello and welcome to Light Side. As most folks know by now, I believe, Light Side is a powered by the Apocalypse Star Wars game that is very much in development. Still working on some stuff for it, but yeah, I hope you enjoy. Before we get into the action, we're going to do what is called Who Gets the Ship, which is something that takes place after character building, where you kind of hopefully quickly build your ship. So this reads, once you have chosen your playbooks, you will need to decide who gets the ship. Think about your character. Is everybody thinking about their character? Okay, good. Decide whether they might own a spaceship. Decide if you would want to be the ship owner. Have a decent idea of what you want it to look like, but be open to your crewmates' ideas. This is a collaborative process. Okay, so everyone who would like to be the ship owner, to be in contention, rolls a 2d6. If anyone is the Scoundrel, General, or Bounty Hunter, you get +2 to this roll. And if there's a tie, we'll get to that. So yeah, who wants to participate in this role, or who wants to be the ship owner?
I vote Hellion.
I'm a droid. I don't think I'm an astromech droid. I don't see me getting a ship.
You could have the ship.
Hey,
I
has
mean-
a droid ever owned a ship in Star Wars?
I could, I
I'm a droid.
Time
guess.
for everything.
That's
Yeah,
right.
sure. I'll roll.
Well, if you're
Love
the
it.
only one that wants it, then you Just
Okay,
kidding.
you're my minions.
I should not be responsible for a ship.
Perfect. We work for the droid.
Bleep
Wonderful.
boop boop.
Yeah, spoiler alert, Sero's playing a droid. So the ship owner decides the general class and look of their ship. But
fuck.
everyone in the crew has a room that comes with their playbook and can add an additional feature. The Senate may add some features and take some. So let's figure out here what our ship looks like. Sero, do you want to kind of describe the general of it? Like, what do you think it looks like?
I mean, I think it's sort of cramped, but big enough at least for an astromech. Anyone taller than that might have to duck. This is what happens when you give the astromech droid the ship.
They made this bed.
Yeah, you made the bed. Now you're lying in it. Probably in a hammock, because why would an astromech need a bed?
Hammocks are comfy.
Now, are you an astromech like, R2D2, like dome shaped
Yes.
with wheels,
Yes,
or
yes,
I mean,
yes.
technically BB-8 from the sequels is an astromech as well that rolls on a big ball.
BB-Vix is the name that was given to it. It's not their original
technical term.
designation or registration or whatever it is. But they're along the R series of astromechs.
Okay, wonderful. Okay, so is your ship then like? What is the shape of it? You said it's cramped.
Yeah,
Is it like
it looks like shit has been added to it.
Okay.
Like, they started with a little ship, and then it's like a 5-year-old has put together Lego things on it. So it looks worse than the Millennium Falcon in terms of they just put cool shit all over it.
So it's kind of ramshackle, not necessarily aerodynamic.
Yeah.
Great. Cool. Anybody want to add something here?
What?
feature.
To be aerodynamic in space, I don't think it really matters. Does it?
Dixon, the fuck?
Yeah.
Dixon's given everyone
That's
3
all I wanna
rerolls
add is
because I
being
was
pedantic.
mean to him.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh, nice.
Fine.
Thank you, Dixon.
Other than my room, definitely just a workshop. I get the meditation chamber with my playbook.
Neat.
So there's a little Zen room for all of us.
Yeah, I slapped that on.
Hellion, any ideas?
I do get smuggler containers.
Ooh.
So I'm gonna imagine that I also have there's like a side room somewhere that Runa has probably taken over.
Specked on another box.
I love it.
Cool.
Wonderful.
And of course, I've got the repair bay. Being a droid.
Great.
Yeah.
Not hard to imagine.
Mm-hmm.
Wonderful. Whale. Oh, that's my
Whale.
my little southern belle coming out of me. Ring the southern bell here. Okay, now that we have the general look, I think it'd be fun if the chat names the ship. What's the ship called?
Oh god.
Tell us what our ship's
Why
called.
are you doing that? Why are you giving them such power?
How about whoever makes the biggest tip?
Yeah, whoever gives us
So
the
far,
most
that is
money names the
Dixon.
ship. The
Oh.
repair bay.
Air Bay. That's really fun.
Aw.
Trucks has just been throwing things from Lego at me, so
Oh, nice.
I can
The
go
other
get my
one's
roommate's
okay.
Lego Yoda downstairs.
Shipping crits is funny.
shipping credit.
The blue ball bricker. Okay,
I don't know what that means, but I'm
Full
into it.
bricker?
right. Are we allowed to say
All
that?
breaker.
What do you guys think? Any of these names work for y'all? Porky. Repair bay. The chat likes repair bay.
Repair bay. Sure.
Okay.
That makes sense.
So the repair bay is navigating urgently through a crowded asteroid field. Various sizes of glimmering but pastel-colored rocks litter the space ahead. The uncharted planet. I have here a name from the chat, but I just got it. Well, we'll call it
Ball breaker.
Ballbreaker. The planet Ballbreaker. Amazing. The uncharted planet Ballbreaker is the target, and it grows in the cockpit view window as your crew approaches. This is a hectic situation. You are having to approach the planet pretty quickly as the gravity begins to pull you in, and the asteroid field is pretty dense. It's pretty hard to navigate here. So, BB, are you our pilot? Are you piloting your ship?
I have no piloting skills, but I assume since I'm an astromech droid, I probably have them like somewhere in my whatever.
You could own the ship and then have one of these skilled pilots pilot it for you.
Yeah,
You
sure.
could- they could be a
Skilled
hired
pilot.
hand.
Bleep bleep boop.
Who's
Can we clear up now? Do you speak or do you say bleep bleep bloop?
Bleep bleep bloop.
Okay. Okay.
I didn't take the option for speaking all the multiple languages, so bleep bleep bloop it is.
you could speak one language.
Yeah, it's apparently bleep bleep.
00111101.
So who's at the controls here then?
Hellion, do you have any flying ability?
Flying is mostly
Flying.
via your force rating.
Oh,
I
forgot
have
me then.
0.
That's more than
I
me.
guess I'm flying this junker then.
Hey, bleep
Okay,
bleep bloop.
Then Cap, why don't you introduce your character here and describe yourself briefly as you tell me how you are navigating this tense situation.
Are we just going through an asteroid field, or are we being chased by something?
You're not being chased by anything. You are just
I see that
having
smile.
to move quickly because
Okay.
these asteroids are everywhere, and if you stop, one might hit you because they're like orbiting the planet
Can't
or
have that.
something.
I am playing Achasti Vo. He goes by Vo. He is an Ictachi, which I know we all know what an Ictachi is, but just for everyone at home, I'm going to tell you they are a rather large humanoid race, so I probably do have to hunker down a little bit in the ship. They have basically this like kind of peach-colored skin, very pronounced foreheads, and two long horns that come down from the top of their head. One of those horns is cut off at the center, and there's a metal flat plate capping it. He wears gray robes with a kind of pieced together, what's the word I'm looking for? Like a flight suit with some bits of armor on it underneath the robe. And how am I flying this? I am closing my eyes and laughing to myself mildly. Not like scared, just like
Boop boop boop.
as I use the force to fly through this asteroid field with precision. -1 for my first roll. Thank you so much, chat.
Yeah,
I have rerolls.
yeah, you have a lot of rerolls, right?
Okay,
Via
lovely.
somebody's donation.
Dixon, I believe.
Thank you, Dixon. You are here. We are going to get our first roll. Am I distorting when I talk? I feel like I'm
No,
distorting.
you're
great.
perfectly fine.
Okay, all right, fine. We're going to have our first roll here today, and it's going to be one of my favorites, Use the Force, which, for this game, functions both as an act under pressure when you're trying to do something like wild and under pressure, but also it's what you will roll when you try to like push stuff because like I don't know, it's just very Star Warsy. Roll plus force, Cap, when you tap into the living force to do something extraordinary. Roll plus force.
Okay, -1. So it's going to be +1 altogether. Not bad for me. 10 on the dice -1 is a 9. Wait. No,
Plus your force.
that's wrong. +1. 7, 8, 9, 10. It's 11.
Whoa.
It's
You
11.
went from-
I did my math backwards.
Okay, on an 11, you do what you set out to do. Describe what happens. Tell me.
Oh! Hold
Yeah,
on tight.
Beep beep.
You're just zooming. You're zooming through these asteroids, and you're not like even nicking the ship. As unfunctional as the makeup of this ship is, you are somehow just turning it, rotating it, I don't know flight terms, getting around those asteroids in your special way, as you maniacally laugh. So out of BB and Runa, who is the most likely to be on the guns, and who is the most likely to be like just kind of generally maintenancing or looking out or what have you?
Maintenancing.
I guess they trust me enough to shoot something.
You can't shoot the ship, so shoot everything else as possible.
Excellent.
You would be surprised.
We can't run out of lasers, so
Yeah, they
BB,
made
are
a
we
light.
calling you BB-Vix or BB-VIX?
BB-Vix is fine.
BB-Vix.
that like-
Sounds like a performance name.
no, it sounds like Vicks, the
Paper
medicinal rub. Yeah, but for babies.
Well, you never know what each planet is going to give you in terms of allergies. So you always
So
need
true.
BB-Vix vapor rub. BB, why don't you describe yourself as you begin to roll one of my favorite moves? I've got a bad feeling about this.
Okay. Bleep, bleep, bloop, bloop, bloop. No, I'm just joking. How many dice do I roll?
Language.
You roll. This is a standard Powered by the Apocalypse game with the 2d6 dice system. So
Okay.
always 2d6, unless you're marking dark side. If you mark dark side, you can roll 3d6 and take the highest.
Okay, cool. So BB-Vix, like I said, one of those rounded kind of astromech droids. A lot of orange in there, a little bit of patchwork, but has some plasteel armor on because this baby not gonna die so easily. And yeah, it's got the little blinky red eye that looks around. There's the bleepings and the bloopings. And I rolled 6 on the dice. What am I adding to that?
Oh, unfortunately for I've got a bad feeling about this. You're rolling plus force again.
Oh, that's 5 on the dice then, and I have no rerolls. I get
Wonderful.
XP, right? Or do I mark one on the dark side?
You mark dark side and experience. Droids
Okay.
don't typically
Droids.
mark dark side, but
Cool.
yeah. So, but yeah, keep that in mind. The other two of you, when you fail, you both mark experience and dark side, as it represents sort of the temptation to tap into that dark power to do better in the future.
Frustration at failing, yes.
So I've got a bad feeling about this. Monster of the Week players and enjoyers might recognize this move as very similar to Read a Bad Situation.
Oh.
So when you scan your surroundings because you have a bad feeling, the Force is trying to tell you something. Roll plus force. You rolled a bad roll, so things are much worse than you anticipated. So you hear a boom,
Bloop, bloop.
and there is a creature on your windshield. This is a fuzzy pastel-colored alien creature. This is like a light aquamarine. It looks like those little like arts and crafts fuzz things. You know what I'm talking about? Like
The little pom-poms?
yeah, like a little pom-pom. And it just splats against the windshield, and there seems to be something goopy about it, even though it's fuzzy, and it adhesives, it just sticks there. And when it sticks, you see that mouth open up. It is sort of Minoc-esque, but this is definitely not exactly that creature. And it begins to secrete something onto to the windshield. That being said, Runa, in the gunner seat, in the turret, you see several more of these things, pink ones and blue ones, coming out of the asteroids. You can see at least 3 of them beginning to sort of swirl around you and zero in on your location as your pilot, Vo, here navigates the asteroids. Why don't you describe yourself and tell me what you do?
Yeah, Runa, they're a like 5'8", 5'9" human, dark green hair that's been like pulled back into like a little tiny ponytail to keep it out of their face. They dress pretty plainly, patchwork clothes, kind of whatever they need, and probably 50% of their wardrobe is just on their body at any time. So it looks padded. It's more just like a lot of layers. Probably not like any sort of armor covering. And they're just kind of like leaning forward, looking at the window. Hey guys, I think we got something coming in.
Bleep, bleep.
I guess technically this is a good time to use the May the Force be with us move. Which is at the beginning of each mission.
Yeah, go ahead and read it.
So at the beginning of each mission, roll plus force. On a 10 plus, hold 2. On a 7 to 9, hold 1. Spend the hold to be where you need to be, prepared and ready. On a miss, the keeper holds 1 that they can spend to put you in the worst place, unprepared and ready.
I think we're already there.
I'm trying to get it better. 2d6. Yeah, I'm gonna use one of my rerolls for that one.
Fair.
Yeah.
Don't forget you had a +1.
Yeah, but that still would have left me at 6. But that turns into a 9. So with the +1, that's a 10.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you hold 2?
Yes.
And you can spin those holds throughout this session.
Yes.
So you don't need to spend them now, but it's definitely good to have them.
I might go ahead and use 1 now.
Okay.
How much do I have reign over this?
Where would you like to be ideally? We'll start there.
Of course I'm at the gunner seat. I want to try and either get the blasters in a position where it feels a little like you're playing like Galaga, Galactica, and just kind of trying to mow these things down. Possibly Runa like accidentally elbowed into the steering wheel and pull us back a little bit.
I love it. So the ship is now positioned in between a bunch of these, and you have positioned yourself in a way that they're not right up on you. You have plenty of time to shoot them away before they enclose on you. There is the one still on the windshield for sure, but these other ones are not anywhere close. Why don't we go ahead and get a Blastum from you? Blastum is when you take aim and shoot a target at range, roll plus smooth.
But I am good at
You have 2 rerolls.
I don't need it because that's a 5 and a 3, and plus 2 is 10 again.
Yeah.
Very nice. So yeah, you get a clear shot, deal your weapons damage, which I think by default here, a ship's cannons are 2 harm, I believe. So I'm just going to mark 2 harms for the pooflins. These are called pooflins.
Pooflins. Okay, that sounds like a Star Wars thing.
Sounds like I want one as a pet.
Mm-hmm.
It's canon now. Call George Lucas and tell him Star Wars isn't his anymore, it's mine.
We've revoked the copyright from both George Lucas and Disney.
This is a good time to announce I did just purchase Disney, not Disney, Star Wars from Disney.
It's going to be all
For-
pooflins from now on.
Oops, all pooflins. Amazing. Vo, I always have such a tough time with new names. Vo and BB, do either of you want to do something about this this pooflin who now has like a tongue sticking out of this mouth and is now going like a kid against the glass.
Man.
And you can tell that the glass is starting to like there's some kind of acid involved in this tongue situation. What do you do?
Bleep, bleep.
BB, help me disrupt the shields. Let's blast it off of us.
Bleep, bleep.
I'm going to try to turn the shields up to a annoying level that blasts this thing off our hull.
Ooh. This is a fun one because I don't right off the bat know exactly what move it's going to be.
Like to borrow place from a creature.
Yeah, that's exactly where my head was at. Yeah.
Tick. Obviously tick, right? I can roll tick.
Yeah,
I'm
which
thinking.
one? Okay, so BB, we want BB to. This is gonna be a slice roll.
Yep. A slice roll. BB, you'll plug in, and slice
Okay.
is tick, right? Isn't it?
Yeah, when you use your computer savvy to try and hack into a system, roll plus tech.
Okay. Well, I've got +3 for tick.
Nice.
7 on the dice, +3, 10.
Oh, 10? Oh, yes. Very good.
Yes.
Sorry, I was distracted by River saying that Cap sounds like Roy Kent, and he also
Trying
sounded like
so
Roy
hard.
Kent in the last Star Wars movie.
I'm trying so hard not to do Roy Kent, but I keep slipping in.
Oh, just
Roy
do
Kent
He
it.
needs to be in Star Wars.
Give
Roy
in.
Kent in space. Yeah, put this man in space.
Put this man in space.
There's no soccer in space, though.
Not yet.
Cool. Okay, so slice is fun. When you roll a 10+, you hold 2. You can use those holds to bar a doorway, open a doorway, ask one question from I've got a bad feeling about this, cause a distraction or problem, locate something or someone, find a structural weakness or a vulnerable point, access the memory logs, which is view another time, access the cameras, which is view another place, or stay connected, gain +4 on your next slice.
Can I argue that a window is a doorway and bar it?
Yes, exactly. Yes. What is your second option?
My second option is to I guess cause a distraction or a problem for the pooflings.
Okay. I love that. How do you want that to manifest? Because
Well,
you're
at
kinda
the same
disrupting the
time,
shield.
it's the same time as I'm disrupting the shield to cause it to do like a pulse to shove this poofling off. I'm going to tell the ship's computer to fire out the humans drink the coffee into space in the hopes of attracting the pooflings towards it. I don't need coffee.
It's called Star Coffee.
Star, yeah. It's called Space Coffee.
George Lucas ran out of creativity for that one.
It's actually just called Starbucks, which is weird.
Damn it. That was right there.
We got a +1 given to Vo. for
All
your next
right.
roll.
I think Vo's going to try to gun it here in a second, but let's get one more blastum from our scout. You're a scoundrel, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we never said our playbooks.
Yeah.
The audience
we are.
knows. We don't know what you guys don't know what each other is. I can see it though, but yeah.
That way we
Okay.
can switch up halfway through.
Oh, the audience knows. Great. As long as the audience knows. Everybody switch playbooks one to the right.
Oh,
There was sounds GM.
that means Alyss will be. No, it means I'll be GM, and I don't like that.
I just pictured us somehow like, this isn't what Brady Bunch is, but Brady Bunching into each other's frames
Rooms?
somehow.
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense, but you all know what
Like
I'm
the
talking
Grudge
about.
ghost.
Yeah. That's the ring, I think.
Oh, whatever.
The
We're
grudge
both
is the
bad
one
at
that
this.
comes out of the water.
Yeah.
That's the one.
All right, sorry, Runa, go. Go ahead and blast him.
Ian and I haven't done this before. It's not together. It's dangerous.
Let's see, that's a 6 on the dice, so 8.
Okay, very nice. An 8 on a blastum means you deal your weapon's damage and you choose one. So you have to either move to get a shot, placing you in danger. You have to take what you can get, -1 harm. Or you have to take several shots to get a hit. Your blaster needs to cool down or be reloaded.
Let's see. If it's these little pooflings, we're just gonna take several shots to get a hit.
Okay.
Like we're gonna just kind of like leans forward, like sticks their like tongue a little bit out of their mouth, and
I mean that takes out most of them. There's only one left, other than the one that has gone like that BB has jettisoned into space with this flash, and I think they're all a little bit disoriented anyway, due to the distraction part of that slice. So, okay, so Vo, why don't we get another? Use the Force to pilot your way out. This is going to get us out of here should you succeed. So.
Should I succeed? All right, I have +1, so it's +3 all day. That is 4 on the dice, +3. 7.
Okay. Wait, so why do you get +1? Are you...
I got a +1
audience.
from River.
Oh, nice. Oh, that's right. Cool.
Thanks, River.
Thanks, River. 7 and 9. The Senate will offer you a worse outcome, a difficult choice, or a price to pay. Okay, so I'm just going to give you a worse outcome. I'm going to say you just beef it into one of these asteroids on the way into the atmosphere, and your ship is going to take 2 harm. So, which I think your shields will block one of those 2 harms, and you'll be just slightly damaged here.
How many harms can my ship take, by the way?
That's a very good question. That I've been
more than one.
Definitely more than one. Here at Lightside headquarters, we have the answers to these problems. No, I think it is 7.
Okay.
I think a default ship has 7 harm, 1 armor, and its cannons do like 2 harm. But a lot of this we would set up in more detail if we were sitting down to do a campaign. But obviously, in a one shot, we'll just kind of, brush through all that, all the big details. One of the improvements to the game I'm working on, by the way, is ship playbooks, which I'm very excited about.
Very cool.
Yeah, it'll be. I'm still figuring out exactly how that's going to look, but because most of the game is just on a Google document, so I'd like the playbooks to look better. But anyway, any hoozle, yeah, that's going to get us through this asteroid field. Although one of them kind of crumbles against the ship hull as you come in.
Bleep bleep.
I am sorry.
Bloop bloop.
The asteroid just came out of nowhere, right in my blind side.
Bleep bloop.
This is great. I have no notes.
It's very Scooby-Doo. I'm very into it. Except Scooby can talk.
I love that's the third reference in a row that's just been this much off from what it should be. I'm trying to remember the planet name. That's why I'm paused here.
Oh, the planet a ball bricker.
Ball breaker.
Ball breaker.
Okay, I'm gonna write it down this time. Ball breaker. I love that.
So, does that mean you actually know how to speak Droid?
Me?
Yeah.
It is one of the early lessons in the Jedi Academy, yes.
Great, because I'm gonna be honest, I've just been translating the little arm movements best I can.
You could say I am a bit rusty.
Bloop bloop.
Anyway, We're here.
Nice.
Is Bo a dad because getting definite dad vibes?
Is
Yeah, I
now.
guess. The character's just gonna form as we play, baby. We'll see how it goes.
We had a
Right.
lot of dad jokes yesterday, so we're carrying on the theme, it seems.
I'd expect nothing less.
Someone pay to make me hydrate. I'm drinking for free here.
I was gonna say we just got enough donations for me to take off my robe.
Yeah.
I don't know
Which
if we
I'm
were
still-
live when you told people you were going to disrobe.
No, we definitely weren't.
If not, it's a surprise. You're welcome, guys.
Got my
Bum,
cool
bum.
Mandalorian shirt on.
Nice, nice.
So cool.
Oh, gotta shout out Rosenbagger for that
Right.
great joke.
Dad
my
jokes are
goodness.
great when you don't have to force them. Bloop, bloop.
And then a river right underneath.
Y'all see my baby Yoda in the background?
Aw.
Cricket.
Baby Yoda and baby Yoda.
Yeah, cricket. Okay, let me get back into the fiction here. Ballbricker.
He tried so hard.
Ballbricker.
The 2 moons of Ballbricker.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nice. Ballbricker
I'm so
is a
sorry. craggy
craggy mountainous planet with tall and thin peaks. I wrote this before I knew it was called Ballbricker, okay?
So craggy.
Uh-huh.
Ballbricker is a craggy mountainous planet with tall and thin peaks, the rocks of which have the same strange shimmering colors as the asteroids that surround it. Your ship enters the atmosphere, and immediately you find yourself in another obstacle course. This time, the obstacle course is made of vertical stone spires. The coordinates you have lead you to a landing platform by a cave mouth. Though this is a hidden place, the landing platform still has smooth designs in the guardrails. Whoa, I wrote this word and I cannot say it. The ostentatiousness of a High Republic era construction are apparent. What do? These pooflins, by the way, did not follow you down onto the planet's surface.
oh, good.
Aw.
Just a reminder from the Senate. What the fuck are we actually doing here again?
I was about to ask.
Yep.
Thank you so much.
Oh, what are you doing here? Was that supposed to be? No. You are following. You have intel. You found. I don't know how to say. You found a logbook, a hollow log, so to speak, left behind by a Jedi who was known to have disappeared many hundreds of years ago. You just kind of found this as a relic and were able to get it working again. And it had this uncharted planet, Ballbricker, as the last known location of this Jedi.
Okay.
The High Republic was like that's like before the prequel. Or that's like before the prequel. Like the Jedi were at full force. There were many Jedi, and it was during that 1,000 years of peace where there were supposedly no Sith, though there were Sith.
Somehow.
Got to balance the force.
Exactly. So what do y'all do?
This landing pad looks dilapidated or well kept?
It doesn't look. You look around and you see that the air of this planet is very clear. I mean, obviously, you had to get through this awful asteroid field to arrive here, but once you enter the atmosphere, it's remarkably calm. And there are signs of, maybe cracks from seismic activity, but nothing really in the way of vegetation or, there's some wear and tear, basically, but the landing platform is pretty remarkably intact.
I'll land the ship, obviously. Breathing levels look okay. I know it doesn't matter for the droid, but some of us breathe with lungs. Everything look good for us to step out of the ship.
Yep, breathe with lungs levels seems good.
Cool.
Positive.
Bleep, bleep, bloop.
I should probably have my sheet that tells me all the moves.
Well, the droid will open the door, sit down the ramp, peek around the doorway.
You all die because the air is actually not breathable.
You just said.
Just kidding.
It's breathable just for like 2 seconds.
Never trust the Senate.
There was one breath of oxygen on this whole planet.
And
Cap,
the
are you
droid
okay?
voiced
Did you
it.
die?
Am I okay? I'm great. I am just grabbing my cheat sheet. It was in my filing cabinet. I forgot to pull it out,
organized.
but hey,
Fancy.
yeah. You know, professional. Just forgetful. I would absolutely love to kind of take a look around as we step off of this runway. See if anything immediate is going to jump out and attack us. Any pooflins?
Would you say that you have a bad feeling about this?
I would say I'm leaning towards a bad feeling. Yeah,
Okay, then why don't you roll plus force?
I'd love to. Thank you so much. 5 on the dice. Plus
Not
2
great,
is
Bob.
7.
Okay. So hold
Okay.
hold one, and you may ask, what's my best way in? What's my best way out? What here can I use to my advantage? Do I sense someone I hadn't anticipated being here? Who else is in danger? What's the best way to help the victims?
I think I'm kind of tapping into the force here just to kind of get a vibe. So I'd like to know if I sense somebody that I hadn't anticipated being here.
You know what I'm going to say?
No.
I'm going to say that you reach out into the force and you feel a darkness. You feel a dark energy. But it's coming from two directions. It's coming from both within this cave, which you might expect, being that this is a place of mystery, but also far, far back up into space, up into the asteroid field. You feel as if you have been followed, and perhaps your time here without company is limited.
Our chat's very funny tonight. Something sinister lies in this moon, in this craggy moon. I also believe that we have been followed. Keep your eyes up, droid.
Bleep, bloop.
Very good.
Hey, I don't think the droid has eyes. So
Keep your optical receptors up, droid.
Bleep, bloop.
And Runa, keep your hand on your blaster.
I mean, I might need that hand for other things, but yeah, sure.
Keep at least one hand on your blaster.
All right.
Very good. I clicked the beeper on the ship to lock it. Boop, boop.
Bloop, bloop.
You accidentally set the car alarm off.
BB bloop bloops back to disengage.
How do you work this thing?
Okay, so you enter the cave. You enter the cave? Question mark.
Yeah. Duh.
First, we're gonna enter the good cave on Ball Pricker.
The dark
Ball Bricker
cave.
cave.
On the craggy.
Mm-hmm.
The
Moon.
crevasse. You enter the crevasse, though the cave's opening looks to be a natural formation. Once you're inside, there's a tall doorway to a High Republic era Jedi temple. Wide stairwells up to it splay out with enormous pillars decorated by swirling inlays.
Beautiful.
It's the door.
Yeah, it's a big old door.
Yeah.
Bleep bleep.
Well, I
Yeah.
suppose I will knock.
Though it's a very large door, when you knock on it, it just swings inward.
Really well
Like both-
oiled.
both doors like.
Sorry, very
as
well
if-
lubricated
Mm-hmm.
for entry.
For all this time.
It's ready.
Let's head forward. I think I'll be taking up the front of this party, just so I am the biggest thing they see if somebody was to pop out and start shooting at us.
Okay. Within the temple, there's like sort of a brief corridor, but it opens up quickly into a cylindrical room, like a giant tower. It seems impossibly high and terribly deep. Some sort of optical illusion, maybe, or a strange. No, what?
Just everything is phallic. Just keep it going.
Terribly deep. Some sort of where was I? I was at terribly deep. It seems impossibly high and terribly deep. Some sort of optical illusion, perhaps, or maybe a strange anomaly in the Force. Markings and mosaics adorn the walls around you. There's no other apparent way out, but a bridge leads across, where there are a series of concentric circles depicted on the wall ahead. What do you do?
Do we have a hot and cold sensor set up to Vix to show us how close we are to the where this data pad is showing us where to go? Is there
Like a
any sort
GPS?
of indicator?
Hot,
Like a GPS.
hot. Bleep for hot, bloop for cold.
The data pad just speaks of this ancient Jedi, not like meet up here at this time.
No, yeah, my excuse me. No, the data pad led you to the coordinates of the landing pad.
Oh,
Like the planet. It told you how to get to the planet, and it told you where to go on the planet. But now you're just sort of feeling it out. This is a Jedi that disappeared and no one ever heard a trace from in the old, in the High Republic records. Bless you.
I managed to mute it so the audience didn't hear me, but you guys did. Sorry.
Oh,
Oh, perfect.
well, next time I'll just ignore you then.
So I'm getting the feeling that things could have turned pear-shaped with this Jedi because I'm sensing a dark presence.
You're sensing a lot of things from deeper within this temple. Kind of a lot of mystery, a lot of cloudiness, some of it dark feelings, some of it very, very light feelings, but some of it is just pure mystery. But you definitely got the sense that something was following you here. Just hasn't arrived yet.
Also, River made us hydrate just a moment ago, so if you haven't hydrated yet, please do so. If we need to take a bathroom
sparkling
break,
water?
please just tell me. We can go to break.
Yes.
Yeah. Unless anyone has any moves they want to pull out, just keep following.
Just
the
my, just
circles,
my
I guess.
red dance moves, but yeah.
So so you're just like
Bleep,
Beep
bloop,
booping
bloop.
down
Backwards moonwalk.
across this bridge.
Little hops because I've got a repulsor lift.
So we just
Nice.
watched the
Oh,
world's
cool.
sickest robot go by.
Bloop, 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 bloop.
You said this place has like both light and dark energies. Do they feel balanced or do they feel imbalanced?
Well, Cap. Darkness is the absence of balance. So, you know.
Okay.
No, yeah, it's pretty imbalanced just in the way that things are chaotic and so they don't feel peaceful. Sorry, my video display of the three of you, there's
Keeps
four
shifting.
of
moving.
you, including me. It's now
It's
like
because of the
vertical.
audience. They do some very long text sometimes, and it'll interfere
okay.
into what you can see.
Okay, I was just distracted because I
We're
couldn't
all
see
still here.
all of you anymore. Cool. So yeah, you step up to these concentric circles that seem to be drawn on the wall. There's no hole. There's no, no actual portal here. What do you do?
Are they drawn with blood?
No, it's actually like
Okay.
it seems to be simultaneously etched and inked. So there's definitely like an indentation, but there's a white kind of chalky color within these circles.
So should I touch it?
You tell me.
I think perhaps you should try.
Okay.
But keep one hand on your blast.
Okay. One hand on the wall, one hand on the blaster. Yeah, okay.
Beautiful. Runa, what is your force rating?
0.
That's a negative.
I think
Yeah,
Runa-
technically I got one.
Runa may not know this, but you can tell me either way. What do you think? Is Runa like deep down inside? Is Runa force sensitive?
Maybe like deep down inside that like they technically they have like a one more than a Scoundrel would have. It's just it still brings it up to a baseline of 0.
Nice. Cool. In the way that anyone could be trained to be a Jedi. Well, okay. So we hear like a. Can you guys hear that? Is that nothing?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
I don't like it, but I can hear it.
As this tower begins to just kind of emanate with this strange ambient energy. On the bridge, if there are any pebbles or even dust, everything just rustles ever so slightly.
bleep, bleep.
And the audience hears the force theme as you touch this wall, and it goes black. It goes pitch black, perfectly black.
Though there's some ambient music and it did something.
Everyone sees this. There's like now where there was just wall within these circles has become just this black emptiness.
I don't like this at all. I've got a terrible feeling about this. Can I they have, I don't know what they call them in Star Wars, but they definitely have glow sticks. I've seen them.
Lightsabers.
No, like the little snap sticks.
Like the mini lightsabers.
Yeah.
Do I have an
I'd like to,
inbuilt light?
Pop out. Yeah, there we go. You got headlights?
Yeah. Sure
Yeah.
I do.
Hazards.
But I bathe everything in a red light because of my little red eye, you know.
Oh.
Hmm.
Does it pierce the darkness at all?
You
Pierces
threw
it
the stick
gently.
in there.
We were using red headlights of Vix.
Oh. The red headlights. How does this affect? You see a slight glow where it reflects off of the floor in front of you. You now see that leading into it seems like the bridge continues into the darkness, but the floor is that same perfect pitch black as everything within this portal. But you can only tell the difference between the walkway and the everything else by two thin white lines that just seem to continue ahead in the same direction. In terms of visibility, now that you have some sort of light into here, the light doesn't help you because you don't need help. You actually see pretty far. There are different little patterns, all in this very thin white design. Some of them seem to be markings. Some of them seem to be other languages. Maybe even like the same kind of markings you see on really old Jedi texts. And this walkway continues ahead until there is a stairway made again of these just white lines, still with pitch black within them, that lead up to another set of concentric circles. Though it's far up enough that you can't discern what's within this next portal.
I am going to be honest with you. None of this is good. This is all quite bad. But we are here, and we must take care of whatever is corrupting this place.
Bloop, bloop.
Very good.
I mean, y'all are my ride, so.
Bloop, bloop.
I need all of you to trust in the Force and move forward.
I'm waiting for him to move forward first.
I will go forward first.
Bloop, bloop.
I will step into the darkness.
It's probably unnerving. I mean, you already seem unnerved, but it's probably unnerving stepping onto what looks like a fairly abstract physical place, right? Like the floor looks exactly like what may be, light years away. But you find yourself walking on solid ground. And if all of you enter, like I said, it is quite a distance until it starts to ascend into this staircase that leads to another concentric circle portal. But descending from this place is a woman, a Jedi. She's wearing white and gold robes. She has very feline features. In fact, you'd probably recognize her as a Zygarian.
Yep, we all know what that is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah,
cat
sorry.
person.
A Zygarian. I don't even know what that is. I just found it on Wikipedia earlier.
It's
so-
a cat race. Yeah,
Yeah, it's a cat race. It's Khajiits from Skyrim, basically, but in space.
Space Khajiits.
Space Khajiits, exactly. So yeah,
One
just
of these.
Yes, just like that one. Oh my goodness.
Oh, you sweet kitty! It looks exactly like this sweet kitty. But it is in fact Jedi Master Thurgen Terem, which is the Jedi that you found her record, and that is impossible because
She
she
didn't
existed hundreds of years ago, and then she disappeared.
And she's not all Force ghosty. She's tangible.
tangible, very tangible. She's walking towards you, and she says, "What are you doing here?"
Well,
Bleep,
we
bleep, bloop,
found
bloop, bloop.
your. Yes,
Bleep, bleep,
exactly.
bleep.
Thank you, Vix. We found your datapad, and we're coming to return it.
She reaches for her lightsaber at her belt, though she does not draw it, and she says, Where did you find my datapad? Who sent you?
Where'd we find that datapad?
Oh, you found it via a contact, probably like a black market contact. A friend of
Found it
yours
in-
that helps you find old Jedi relics.
It was a relic. You should not be here. You should be long deceased.
It is you that should not be here. Wait a second. A relic? Could it be? No, that's impossible. This place, the purpose of it eludes me.
It eludes you, or you trapped here?
I was just on my way out, as are you. You must go.
Kind of vibe am I getting off Thurgan here? Could it perhaps fear, anger, hate? Any of those?
You are not getting, well, maybe fear is not accurate, but close to that. She seems to be behaving with some sort of urgency. She seems to have a very specific purpose. Yeah, no, I think that fear is probably right, actually. I think that she does seem to be afraid here in this moment.
Excuse me. I noticed there were no other ships parked in the landing pad. Do you need a ride with us?
I
It's a little cramped, but like
Bleep,
we'll make
bloop.
it work.
This is not good. Oh, you can't know about this place.
And why is that?
I've said too much. You'll have to come straight with me to the council.
I look back at my two companions. Like, what the fuck is she talking about?
The Senate. Do we get the sense that we may have traveled back in time?
The Senate is what we call our GM in this game, because I am the Senate. Thank you, Sero. Do you get the sense that you've traveled back in time? So you do see that her robes are very clean, and they are very of this previous era. And you...
Excuse me, what year is it?
She wouldn't know what the Battle of Yavin is, which is how we understand them. But yeah, she's
This guy.
she's from the equivalent of like 400 before the Battle of Yavin. But she doesn't know what the Battle of Yavin is, so I don't know how she would tell you that. Yeah, she is definitely. Maybe she has traveled in time.
Yeah, I was going to
or
say
you
someone
have.
has traveled in time.
Something's wonky here. But she says, I will have to bind you the secrecy of this place. The importance of it is paramount.
Our
I mean,
lips are
I'm
sealed.
pretty sure most people don't know where Ballbreaker is in the first place. So,
That is the problem. I cannot have you tell.
I will wipe the droid's memory, do not worry.
Bloop, bloop. The droid backs up.
puts it in reverse.
Vo, I think you can tell that that fear is growing. I think that you can tell that she is afraid enough of the secret of this place getting out there that she might be considering doing something. You can feel a darkness growing within her. What do you do?
What do I do? Me? What do I do? Let's not go to blows here.
No blowing
what
of
is it
anyone.
that we can do to convince you of our secrecy? I was once with the Jedi Order myself, and I am trustworthy.
In my experience, those that are no longer with the Order have fallen to the dark side and must be dealt with. And she reaches for her lightsaber again.
Bloop, bloop.
I have not fallen. The Jedi were not quick to accept somebody who was willing to balance the scales himself. But no, I am no Sith. I am no Jedi.
What are you then?
I am Vo.
Oh.
Hell yeah. Why don't you roll negotiation?
I'm probably great at that.
When you use your silver tongue, as you have, to try and talk your way out of a sticky situation or improve the terms of the deal, roll plus smooth.
Yeah, I got 0 smooth. That's probably fine. That's 10 on the dice.
All right.
I think I had a -1 in there from, I think Ghost popped in and gave me a
Yes, you
-1,
did
right?
have a -1.
Ghost
You also
appearing
have a
in
reroll.
and chaos. Yeah,
I'm
you have a
happy
reroll.
with a 9. I'm happy with a 9.
Okay, so on negotiations, where is it? I lost it. There it is. On a 7 to 9, they agree, but they gain influence over you. They might do it so long as you owe them a favor. If you've asked too much, they'll tell you what it would take to sway them. Excuse me. I think that they gain the influence, and they seem to back down. They seem to sense your balance, they sense your good intent.
No, I do have a move. Only a Sith deals in absolutes.
Okay. Love
No
it.
dark side character may take influence over you. I don't know if this is a dark side character. I'm just letting you know as my Senate.
This is not a dark side character,
Okay.
so they do gain influence over you.
Well, spoilers.
Influence, masks players might know. Influence is a mechanic that I've implemented here, that we've implemented into this game, where if a character has influence over you, you get -1 on rolls targeting them, even if you're trying to benefit them in some way or help them or heal them or what have you. And if they were a player, they would get +1 on rolls against you. But there you go. So yeah, Jedi Master
Thurgan.
Jedi Master Thurgan Tarim. Jedi Master Tarim is probably the easiest way to just say that.
No.
Is now has influence over you. She says, she puts her lightsaber away and she says, oh, I'm sorry, but none of this makes sense. you're not any Jedi I know, and I haven't heard of any Jedi leaving the Council for the reason you have, leaving the Order for the reasons you have, and this is just troubling. It's 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 possible you're a vision of this place. Either way, we must protect this place, and I feel as though I can trust you to help me do so.
We are happy to stand at your side, especially the droid.
Bleep, bleep, bleep.
I found this anomaly, this place, this strange world that seems to lie between the world I know and itself. And I, like you, perhaps, have had certain disagreements with the Council. And I took something from the Order, something that even they cannot be trusted with. And I've hidden it here.
Do you know where you've hidden it?
Yes, up the stairs behind me. This portal leads deeper into the temple. There's no other way to it than through this strange, unfathomable place. And so I thought it was the best place to hide this terrible thing.
Ominous.
Like, what is it?
Very good question.
Yes, I suppose if I am to trust the Force here, you must be trustworthy as well. It is an object that looks like a holocron, but it is not a Sith holocron. It is not a Jedi holocron. It is something else, and it is capable of severing a Force user's connection to the living Force in a way that they can no longer access.
A powerful artifact. One that must be dealt with.
Bleep.
Language.
Did you...
Master Tarum. Lead
Yes.
us. Please.
I must lead you out. We must make sure this place is never discovered. I will live here on this planet to protect it if I must.
It is a bit craggy.
Very dry.
Were
Good for
you
the skin?
were you followed? Did you have others in your party, in your crew?
Couple pooflins.
Yeah, the Pooflins, they
Bloop,
are
bloop.
a nuisance, but they will hopefully help me protect this place.
I will
About
be
the...
honest with you. I sensed something sinister following us.
She indeed once again raises her lightsaber and ignites it, and a purple blade appears. You all turn around, and you see from the same entrance that you came through, there is now a shadowy silhouette in the light.
Bleep, bleep.
A tall figure with a billowing cape stands there, and you hear
Bleep, 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 bleep.
and a red lightsaber comes from
So
this
good
figure.
at that noise. Holy shit.
and into this strange realm marches again, impossibly, a well-known villain from 100 years past, clad in dark, shiny armor, making methodical movements towards you. You see Darth fucking Vader.
Bleep, bleep, bleep,
Fucking
bleep,
Vader.
bleep.
And
Very good.
this is impossible. Well, if we're dealing with different times here, there are no Sith in my time. To which he replies, "Oh God, Darth Vader's voice."
Yep.
Is that what he replies?
Hey guys.
Hang.
Disney, Darth Vader.
Hey, it's me, Darth Tater. Oh no, I can't hear Ian. Ian, you muted yourself.
I think he muted
Oh,
himself
is he
on purpose.
practicing?
I think he's practicing.
I don't
Darth
know if
Vader
you
just gets subtitles.
the my fellow players in the Senate can't see this, but the audience may have noticed that when I've started bleeping and blooping, text appears under my name on the screen. So
Oh,
keep
nice.
an eye out for
Nice.
that.
Subtitles for everyone else.
So she says, "There are no Sith in my time," and he says, "And there are no Jedi in mine. I destroyed them all." And he begins to march towards her,
Bleep, bleep,
towards you, all of
bleep.
you.
Master Tarim, do you know what it is that Sith have nightmares of?
The dark.
Many things. Why? What?
They have nightmares of me. And I drop my cloak, revealing my armor, which is adorned with these white kyber crystals inlaid in the armor. And
Bleep,
I
bleep.
ignite my lightsaber, which, much like my horn, is lopped off at the middle. And this white beam... Do the sound, Ian? Comes out of the edge of it, but because the lightsaber is broken, there is this blue electricity that crackles up the entirety of the blade. And it just, like, sprays off to the ground below me, kind of creating these sparks.
Damn.
Woo!
Thank you. And I will head towards Darth Vader. Quickly.
We are beyond secrecy. We must get the artifact. You two, we'll hold off this dark presence. You go get the I forgot to name the artifact.
The
thing.
MacGuffin.
You go name the scary thing we don't like.
The Ballbricker MacGuffin.
By the way, Darth Vader has a custom move called Fear Incarnate.
Uh-oh.
When Darth Vader appears, everyone present marks 2 dark side, and he takes influence over each character. Except for Vo, because Vo can't be influenced by dark side characters. Yeah, okay. So Vo and Tarim go to fight this fearsome presence. BB and Runa, what do you do?
get the fuck out of here and get the scary MacGuffin thingy. Bleep, 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 bloop.
Okay.
I think
So-
that's the general plan.
Cool. So the two of you ascend the staircase and you get to the circular portal at the top of it. And indeed, within it, you find you are back to perceived reality. You see temple, you see a temple corridor within it. You leave this place and get back into the temple, and you see a dead end, a door, a closed wall of sorts. There is somewhat of a window with these kind of twisting metal kind of designs. You can see through it. It's kind of like a, like a porthole. You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about. And you can see within it there is a glowing chamber that seems to have kind of glass walls that glow with this blue light. But yeah, for now it seems like the passageway is blocked. What do you do?
Bleep, 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 bloop.
I love that we canonically figured out that you do not speak Droid.
Yeah.
That makes it way better.
Yeah, Runa, what do you do as BB is bleeping and blooping at you?
Okay. Charades. Go.
Bloop, 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 bloop.
This is beautiful.
It's great.
Is there somewhere for me to splice?
That is a good question. Should I have you read a bad situation? Oh, that's not the game we're playing.
You can't.
You want me to read? I've got a bad feeling with a -1, although I do have a +1 from the audience.
I won't make you bad feeling. I will say that there is
You
indeed.
bad feeling.
I will say when I don't want to say I've got a bad feeling about this, I call it a gab fat because that's how the first letter of each word spells out. But I don't want you to gab fat. I want you to slice. I think that it seems pretty dated. It seems like technology that you're not totally compatible with. So I'm going to give you -1 forward. But
Floppy
you
disks.
can attempt to slice it, yes.
Okay, it's a good thing I've got a +1 then from the audience to add to my +3.
Indeed.
So I will roll for that as my little extendy thing comes out. And
The scomplink.
yep, my
Let's
scum
be
blank.
clear.
Sorry, I've got one of them.
You have
yes.
lots of little extendy things.
Yep. So
Need to be
6
clear.
6 on the dice minus the one you gave me plus the one from the audience plus 3 is 9, right?
Sounds
Yeah,
good
sure.
to me.
Sure.
I'm not
Sounds
gonna
right.
math. Okay. Okay. So on a 9, you get to hold 1. Unless actually, you have a scomp link. Do you have
Yeah,
a
I do
scomp
have
link
a
as
scomp
one of
link.
your-
It says I
then
get one.
You always get an extra hold on slicing.
Ah.
No matter what you roll, even on a fail, I think.
So hold.
Okay.
2. Yeah, on a fail,
Um,
you also get one.
I also get to ask a bad feeling about this as an option if I want to. So I feel
Correct.
like maybe I should check that.
Okay. Which question would you like to ask?
Do I sense someone I hadn't anticipated being here?
Ha, yes. Now that you're sliced into the computer system, you know that there are additional security measures on the other
Oh.
side of this door. You know that there are it's cataloged that there are others of your kind within this chamber that you're about to hopefully open.
Are the droids?
Yeah, other droids. Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So, how do the droids are in here? Is it going to be easy for me to open the doorway?
If you choose open a doorway.
Yeah. Okay. I was just checking. if there was any traps. Obviously the traps are on the inside of the room.
Right.
I've got one more, right?
Should have 2 altogether, I think.
Yeah, you gave me an
Yeah, if
extra
you have
one.
2 total, but you need to spend 1 to open a doorway if you're going to get in here.
Yeah, well, open the doorway.
Okay.
Bleep, 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 bleep.
It opens, and indeed you see 2 very old. Not even if the audience wouldn't recognize them from any of the Star Wars trilogies. They're from years and years before that. Old technology, but they've got little blades on their hands, and they're making, and they're starting to come towards you.
Bleep, bleep. Bleep, 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 bleep.
Runa, what do you do?
I mean, I'm apparently going to have to enroll in Uno Lingo at some point for this, but... So are they still inside? They are coming at us directly, though,
Yeah,
right?
now that the door has opened, they turn towards you and they recognize you as a threat, as not their creator or their programmer, and they have these little electroblade arms, and they're coming at you, making little choppy motions.
I zip back.
There's 3 of them.
I zip back behind Runa.
Hey, that is rude, considering, like, you can repair yourself. If I lose an arm, I don't know what I'm going to do besides hold my blaster.
Bleep, bleep, bleep.
So...
Bleep, 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 bleep.
Again, charades, Vix. I know, like, 2 phrases in Droid, and one of those is asking where the bar's at.
The choppy droids get closer.
Bleep, 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 bleep.
I'm just going to, like, is it just, like, at a certain height, or does it go all the way down to the floor, or...
How tall are they?
Yeah, how far down are the blades going?
The blades? The blades are just going within chopping range.
Because
Base
I'm...
level.
Yeah, like...
Yes.
Yeah. But they're short. They're like 3.5 feet tall.
Because Runa is going to just kind of try and slide across the floor, and I'm going to use Never Tell Me the Odds to try and get around them.
Okay. Will you read Never Tell Me the Odds for the
Yes.
people?
When you try and pull off a dangerous stunt without considering the consequences, you may automatically succeed, as if you rolled a 10 on any move. If you do this and choose one, which is your ship gets caught in the collateral damage, it needs repairs to take harm, you are hurt badly in the process, you have to do something reprehensible, or you got captured by the enemy.
Okay. Yeah, I will go ahead and cross out your ship gets caught in the collateral, because that's not applicable
Yes.
here. But yeah, you automatically succeed. So tell me how this looks, and then tell me which option you pick.
Runa just kind of like quick back between Vix, back at all of these little like slicing things. Sees like there's just like enough to get down and possibly go through them. I'm gonna try something. It might happen. If not, say I died doing something cool.
Bleep, bleep,
I have no
bleep.
faith. And they just kind of like shove themselves across like the floor. Hopefully it's just like got enough traction that it's kind of like a smooth glide. Their back gets caught by a few of these blades, and they're gonna take like the harm on that. And
Okay.
but they get across.
So you're picking you're hurt badly in the
Yes.
process? Okay. You're going to take 3 harm here. I think each of them is going to swipe you a little bit, and you feel this stinging in your as it slices through your unarmored clothes, just like on the sides, on the arms. But yeah, you definitely slide kind of in between them, and it definitely like makes them like go ah! as they're like very confused, as now they're sort of flanked, right? You're on one side of them, and Vic is on the other. I think with that very cool move, we will probably move back to the Jedi. Unless you have something to say. If you have a cool quip, that's totally great.
Oh, fuck. They better be cool fucking stars.
Bleep, 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 bleep.
Amazing. Okay, so back at Darth Vader, we have Vo and Tarim. My own names are eluding me. They are you two are facing off against arguably like the scariest Sith Lord. So Vo, tell me what you do.
Water.
Vo hydrates.
Oh, hydrate. Oh, I'm out of water.
Water?
Wow.
I don't think that's what you were drinking.
There you go.
This is why you drink like 5 drinks to your table.
A drink up, nerf herders.
Very nice.
I am going to 2 hands over my head, hard, bring down the lightsaber onto Darth Vader. I'm going like offensive. I'm going very, pushing towards him. Not a defensive stance at all.
I know we're not all total Star Wars fans here, but for the Star Wars fans
Just
out
you, really.
there, I want to appreciate the imagery here. We're in the world between worlds, and we have Darth Vader with a red lightsaber. We have this cat lady with a purple lightsaber, and we have this very cool Sith hunter with a white lightsaber with blue sparkly crackles. Very
laughing because this is the best day of his life.
Yes, actually, probably. Yeah, because your whole thing is you're a Sith hunter, and the Jedi like to try to redeem Sith, and you're like, no, we should fucking kill him.
And
Like getting to
And the ultimate Sith, who was the ultimate Sith redemption story, is standing in front of you, and you have the opportunity to, instead of redeeming him, kill him.
Do I know like the lore of Darth Vader?
It would be a pretty it's like this is 100 years after like the Disney the sequel movies. So
But I don't know he's Anakin Skywalker. I know he's Darth Vader. People don't know he's Anakin Skywalker, right? Close to, but
the Jedi would know the story. Also in the canon.
yeah, please tell me.
In the in the canon novel Bloodlines, which is all about Princess Leia. No, I'm sorry, Senator Leia in the New Republic Senate. It is actually outed that she is the daughter of Darth Vader. So it's more or less common knowledge at this point.
So I think his name is Organa.
So is that what you're going to call him? Did you kill him?
So yes, I'm attacking Darth Vader
Cool.
aggressively.
The Jedi have their own moves that aren't basic moves.
You need to stop that.
Sorry. It's hard to not talk about Star Wars in the nerdiest voice I can conjure. So we have Jedi moves. These are moves only used by the Jedi, and one of them is what you're going to do here. It's called Duel. When you engage in epic melee combat with a powerful foe, roll plus force, but minus dark side.
So it's a flat roll for me, since you gave us 2 dark side when we joined this fight, correct?
Yes. Oh, that reminds me. Darth Vader, as he is a fearsome foe, he also has a move, actually an extension of Fear Incarnate. Anytime a crew member makes a Jedi move, you guys are crew members. You're part of a crew. Anytime a crew member makes a Jedi move against Darth Vader, they must mark dark side before the roll. So now, mark dark side.
So now I'm at
Minus one
to attack.
But let's keep mathing here. Everyone loves math. You have a powerful Jedi companion, so you're going to get +1 forward for the roll.
Okay, so I'm at flat 0. But
You have a reroll.
I also have I am no Jedi. You embody the trait that is condemned by the Jedi teachings, whether it's vengeance, lust for power, or something else. You get +1 ongoing when knowingly investigating, pursuing, or fighting for that trait. So
What's
I'm
your
at
trait?
+1. My trait?
Vengeance?
Vengeance, yeah.
Nice.
Against the Sith.
Okie
All right,
dokie.
I'm at +1.
Wait, -1. No, I'm just kidding.
That is 7 on the dice, +1 is 8.
Okay, on a 7 and 9 with duel, you get to choose one. Clear one dark side, gain influence over your opponent, create an opportunity for decisive action, maneuver your opponent to a different location, or give +1 forward to an ally duelist. I will also say that Darth Vader is not. You're not capable of taking influence over Darth Vader. He has a
Sure,
thing
that makes
for
sense. Not interested in influence. I'm gonna remove a dark side.
Cool. So you trade blows with Darth Vader, you and Tarim, and he gains ground on you. He kind of pushes you back toward the stairs, and indeed, he kind of parries with you, and then he parries with Tarim, and both of you are kind of knocked back. His like lightsaber hit harder than you're used to. Like, it's not just they hit each other, like they hit each other, and he pushes your whole physical body back. So he does this to both of you, and then he extends a hand, and Tarim finds herself clenching her throat and floating in the air. And with this suspenseful moment, we're going to go back to our non-Jedi.
Do we trade harm at all, or nobody trades harm?
On a miss, you would have taken harm,
Okay.
2 harm. But this is just when you're
Cool.
dueling normally like this, it's just kind of trading parries.
Love it.
Unless you make, choose a different option or what have you.
Perfect.
Trading Perry the Platypus.
Sero, ooh,
We traded for the
clenching.
panda.
I also want to point out, I really like Star Hat Miniatures. Use divorce link joke.
Also, I don't know if you noticed that cap, but you've been given a +1 by River because apparently you need it.
Yeah, thank you so much, Eric.
Excellent. Okay, Vic and Runa, you are on either side of these little karate robots. BB, you are close to where you came in.
Mm-hmm.
Runa, you are closer to the object you're trying to procure. What do you do?
Are they faster than me or am I faster than them?
They are. They are. That's a good question. Probably about equal. I mean,
Unequal. Okay. Well, I'll try and run circles around them to distract them so that Runa can get the MacGuffin. And
Okay.
BB will call out, bleep, 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 bleep. Bleep,
Okay,
bleep, 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 bleep.
At some point, you need to understand. I do not know what you are saying, but I'm going to go.
why don't we get a defend from from BB-Vix here. When you attempt to
Sure.
defend yourself or another crewmate from an incoming threat, roll plus scruff.
I don't even think I have no scruff. This will be fun.
Well,
Oh no. I rolled a 4, so it's a fail. XP.
ooh, on a miss, you cannot stop the attack, and you make things much worse. So,
I feel like I see how this one shot's gonna end.
Bleep, 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 bleep.
yeah, I think you're gonna take you're gonna take a hit from one of these things. It's gonna do 1 harm to you, immediately as your attack fails. The other 2 turn around and start closing in on Runa. Runa, what do you do?
Oh, I've got armor. I only took 1, so none.
Nice.
From like one of these layers, there's probably a few pockets in there. So Runa pulls out. What would a flamethrower look like in this universe? Technically, like, is it gonna be big, or can it just kind of be pocket size?
Yeah, I mean, as long as you have like a tank of fuel, it could conceivably be pretty small. So you could be hiding the tank in one of your pouches or pockets, and then like the emitter could be rather small, but like connected through a tube or something like that.
So maybe it was like one of the little butane flamethrowers, just like a slightly more powerful.
Okay, cool.
Hey, Vix, I've always wanted to use this thing. I hope you're not flammable.
Bleep,
Oh
bleep.
boy. Is this something that your gear gives you?
Yeah,
Okay.
I have a flamethrower that's 2 harm, area, reload, and fire.
Let's go. That's great. Okay. Let's blast them.
Hot droids.
So yeah, Runa just kind of
Ready.
like opens fire, literally,
Literally.
and I'm definitely gonna reroll that.
Okay.
Don't forget you've got a +1.
Yeah, and I'm gonna need that because that was a no, hold on. See, I have a +2. Okay, that turns it to a 8. Okay.
All right.
So you didn't re-roll, or you did?
No, I did.
Okay.
I had to. That was like a 1 and a 2.
Okay, so you deal your weapon's damage, which is 2 harm to the closest ones to you, and you have to choose one.
I mean, considering it is fire in a very small room, I'm just gonna put myself in danger, considering it's gonna.
You're
Yeah,
gonna
okay,
die?
so
I can't carry you.
I've already
Yeah.
got 3 harm.
I think that you how am I gonna say this? I think you back up as you shoot fire down this hallway at these friendly and not friendly droids. And
bleep, bleep, bleep.
you're doing this kind of inching backwards, hoping you can 2 birds, 1 stone this situation, get closer to the object in question. And you hear a kuka as the result of Sero's move meant that things got much, much worse. So there's another like shifting of like and like kind of low rumbling that sounds like it's coming from all around you. And the room with this object that you're in is beginning to close. It's beginning to become smaller very slowly.
Bloop,
And
bloop,
I
bloop,
grab
bloop, bloop.
the thing and try to get out.
Roll, use the force.
Bloop, bloop.
wait, I didn't use my +1. I think I have a +1 somewhere.
No, you
Okay.
used it last time, didn't you?
Oh.
No,
No, you didn't.
I used
Okay.
a reroll.
Okay, then you've got that +1.
Good, because I needed it to make it a 7.
Okay, cool. Then, yeah, you get up to this pedestal. It has little pillars around it. It has these glass, these blue. The blue glass is now glowing even brighter, and it's closing fast. You're able to get the thing off the pedestal, but the walls have closed pretty tight, and you are now kind of in a bad situation. BB, what were you doing in this moment?
Well, BB was avoiding getting burnt.
Oh, let's have you then also use the force to try and get away
Okay.
from this.
I just want to let Cap know that there is another +1, so you've got +2.
Sitting on +2 right now.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, I'm sorry. Let me say this is defend, because defend is
Defend?
for yourself
Again?
or another crewmate. So plus scruff.
Oh, that's better. I got double 6s.
Ooh.
And that's at double 6s. So I've got no scruff.
Well, on a 10 plus, you prevent the harm altogether. So you,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna say you get far down the hallway. The hallway itself is now beginning to also close, trash compactor.
Okay, so
style.
you're making it sound like I'm running away, right? Is that the case?
Well, you were jumping back from the fire, right? The fire coming down this hallway, which was coming in your direction. So yeah, you have now maneuvered closer to the exit. So yes, in that way, yes.
I'll yell out, my head will spin around to face Runa and bleep out, bleep, 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 bleep.
Mm-hmm.
That still doesn't help me.
Bruna, let's see how you try to get past these robots again. What's your deal here? What do you do? And then we'll move back to the Jedi.
I'm just running.
Okay. Unless you want to use one of your
Don't you have a
You
hold?
have that hold for
We might need that hold.
Okay, sure, fair enough.
But I am going to, as I start running forward through the closing walls and everything, I'm gonna look at these bots and be like, look, I know your mother was a trash compactor, but that does not explain why you three are fucking garbage.
Damn.
As I use, I have the Nerf herder move, which is that you've heard every insult in the galaxy usually aimed at you. When you hurl an insult, choose one of the following options. Gain influence over them. They slip up, granting the next roll against them +1, or their attention is focused on you. And I would really like to gain influence over these.
Nice. Okay. That checks out. It works for me. You now have influence over these badly burned robots.
In multiple ways. And
Yeah.
can I use the is it possible to use influence just to make them kind of dejected and just I use influence to make them feel bad about themselves?
Hurt their
I
circuits.
think, I mean, mission accomplished there. They feel bad. They feel bad about themselves. But if you want to, I guess we can do, let's have you, this is in a way, in a roundabout way, this is negotiations. Go ahead and roll negotiations.
Okay, that's plus smooth. And that's a 9.
Okay, they agree, but they gain influence over you. So the influence cancels out at the expense of they feel so incredibly bad.
And looking at them's looking like at a very sad cat.
They go, "Arr," and their little choppies go down. They're not chopping anymore.
Don't look at me like as I run by.
With that, we're gonna go back to our Jedi. Vo, what do you do? Are you gonna help your companion, or are you going to get
Am I
a
gonna help my
swipe in
companion?
on Vader? Well, Taram is being choked.
Yeah,
So are
yeah.
you gonna help her, or are you gonna attack?
What I'm going to do is quick draw my CR2 blaster, set it to ion, because I know that Darth Vader is more machine than man. And I am going
Nice.
to light up the arm that he is extending to choke with ion blasts.
Wow. Okay, blast him. Roll blast him.
Yes, so when I roll blast him, because of my so uncivilized move, I get to roll with force.
Cool.
I'm gonna take these +2 before I roll here, just to be clear. It's a +4 to this roll,
Wow.
which is good that I got it. 8, 9, 10 all day. That is a 10 to blast him.
Then damn, you blast him. You blast
do.
the heck out of him. How much damage does this do? This is
It is
blast.
ion, so it is 0 damage.
Okay. I will have it do 1 damage because he is, as you say, more machine than man, and machines take +1 damage from ion sources.
Cool. I'm just trying to disrupt him enough to drop his concentration. I don't think he was expecting an ion shot.
No, he definitely was not. And yeah, she falls to the ground, although this pisses him the heck off. And you feel just a concussive, like you've been force pushed before, but this is like you're also just hit with a sheet of metal. Like you just feel yourself whacked backwards and you fly off of this bridge and you are now hanging off the edge. You catch it before you fall, but nobody knows how far this fall is.
Can I do a cool force flip and get back up?
Yeah, use the force.
Love to. Only in duels I take the minus for dark side, right?
Correct.
Okay. Woo! 5 on the dice. +2 is 7.
Okay.
You've got did you use your plus
I've
two
used
from the
them,
audience?
Yes.
Okay.
I am tapped.
Yeah, again, I'm just going to give you a worse outcome, and that worse outcome, or maybe price to pay, perhaps, is that Taram is still collecting herself, and Darth Vader sees you do this and slashes you on the side, and you're gonna take the hit of his lightsaber. You're gonna take 4 harm.
Is there any way I can try to defend? Or is that my worst outcome is taking harm?
I'm gonna say that you're just in a bad position. You're trying to jump up. Like,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say that you don't have an opening to defend yourself.
That's fair.
Like
I
you're
do have 1 armor.
prone, basically. Cool, perfect.
So 3 harm.
On the bright side, on the light side, you hear a chaotic. You hear the sounds of chaos. And behind you, on the World Between Worlds staircase upwards, you see the remnants of flamethrower exhaust come out of this portal, and Runa and BB and Vic show up in the portal with this object.
Could I use that last hold to be prepared and ready?
Okay. How would you like to be prepared and ready?
As Runa kind of like runs back through the door. This is not going to sound as prepared and ready as it's going to end up being. But as they run back through, they're holding up the MacGuffin with one hand. Hey, Bo, we have it. And Runa is going to try and get like Darth Vader to turn towards them and give Bo that opening at their back.
Okay. So you're kind of just trying to
Yeah, distraction.
Okay, cool.
opening for these two Jedi.
Awesome. So you come out of this tunnel. By the way, it like closes shut behind you, like, and your your very insulted enemy droids are crushed in this place.
Oh,
Figuratively
You're-
and literally.
God, that kind of makes me feel bad. I'm sorry. I hope they
Little
weren't
bit.
related to you, Vix.
Bloop, 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 bloop. Bloop, bloop.
I'm gonna take that as a no and make myself feel better.
Vo, you land on the bridge and you see that Taram has collected herself. You now flank Darth Vader, and he is looking up, trying to figure out what this thing is. I don't think he knows.
Does
I
anyone?
think he's just found this place, and he's hoping to recover.
he's on the bridge with
something.
me, right?
Yeah, you're flanking him with Taram, with Jedi Master Taram.
Oh boy. Let's move a little slower. I'm just gonna go in for some more lightsaber attacks. I'm gonna try to take opportunity of this distraction here and take a cut at his knees.
Yeah. Then, excuse me.
He's familiar with
Then
that one.
you're gonna roll duel again.
Perfect. It's plus
Um,
one.
Actually, let me see.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna count this as an opportunity for decisive action.
Okay.
This is not something I would normally do, but I think that this is the more interesting thing, as Runa has spent her hold to try and distract him this way. So I'm going to honor that by allowing you to take a decisive action, which is kind of like the end of duel move. But let's see, make move. Okay, all right, cool. Okay, yeah, then. So this is when you or another Jedi. Again, I'm using this liberally. I want to make something cool happen here, even though this isn't totally the rules as written. When you or another Jedi has created an opportunity for decisive action, has created an opportunity for decisive action in a duel. Roll plus force minus dark side.
Ready. Ooh. 11.
Wow. You get two choices.
Yes.
Well, really only one choice, because you can't spend your influence over them because you don't have it. But you would use that to try and redeem a Jedi. Not your bag anyway. You don't care about that. Your
No.
other option, which I'm certain you will choose, is make a move to end the fight. You may either deal your lightsabers harm to the opponent or clear all dark side.
So I think this is what how I would like to end the fight here. I'm gonna pop up behind him, give him a quick slash on the back, and as he turns and looks at me, I'm going to be cutting through the ground beneath him, through the bridge, so that he drops. Even if Taryn and I have to hold on for dear life. I'm trying to make Darth Vader fall into this unfathomable pit.
Okay. You do that. So you're choosing the
And the
deal
fight.
your lightsabers harm.
Oh, well, I
Or
thought I
are
got
you-
to choose two, right?
Well, you're ending the fight, but you also get to
Okay.
either deal your harm or clear all of your dark side.
Oh, well, I'll
Start
start
with
on the
the
dark side and
Okay.
end the fight. Love it.
Then yeah, you do this. You cut away this. Again, it's not a physical bridge, right? Like, it's just perception, honestly. But yeah, you cut away at the bridge. You just lop right through it, and Darth Vader falls, and you hear no. And he lands about 5 feet down.
Just enough we can all kick his head as we walk by.
No, he falls an unfathomable distance. And yeah, all of you run. Do you say anything to Tarim before you leave this world between worlds?
Our ship may be small, but we could take you if you wish to leave this place.
Yes, I will. We will have to bring the object to. No, I can't bring it to the council. I took it from them. We'll figure out what to do with the artifact when we get out there.
But I'll put my hand out to Tarim.
Vo, I trust that you will help me do what is right and find a safe way to deal with this object. It's too terrible to give to any person.
Well, you found the right ex-Jedi. I will keep it safe.
Thank you. And the group of you run to the portal. And as you catch your breath and you look back, you see that these concentric circles no longer lead to this dark world between worlds. They're now just a solid wall once again. And there is a line down the middle, as if you see where the walls had closed in on one another, on the other side of the world between worlds. You also see that, Runa, you still hold the object, but there is no Tarim. And I mean, based on what you saw, you're not even certain that it actually happened. Because everything that happened within that place was so impossible.
No, I still have a big lightsaber scar.
You still do,
This
yeah.
hurts
You're
quite
still,
bad.
You're still, yeah,
so,
yeah. You have that thought, and then you realize, oh, but you're all still quite injured.
No, I think my back might be cauterized, maybe, but it still fucking hurts.
Must have been the puffins.
No, I definitely think it was some bots with like choppy bits.
Well, if you're cauterized, at least you didn't cauter
Bleed out.
nose.
I know that's still on.
It's
Wah,
it's
wah.
past your bedtime.
What do you do with the object? What do you plan to do as you head back to your ship, I should say? What I guess you guys have a conversation about this thing.
So, like, what does this thing even do? Because
You activate it and it takes away Vo's force powers on accident.
Well, it doesn't do anything now. I will meditate upon it. I will ask the Force for guidance and.
Oh,
make sure
okay.
it gets
It's one of
in the
those-
right hands.
weird woo-woo things.
Exactly. Woo-woo. Space magic.
Great.
Let's put
And
it in
then,
this plastic bag and get in.
yeah, Bruna's gonna just toss it at Bo.
Oh no. Okay, I got it. No, don't worry. Oh, I left my robe in there. Shit. Wait, is Vix with us?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
good.
just let
Oh,
you two
you're so
have a
quiet,
moment. I mean, just kind of wheeling around. I'm the only one not injured.
We see
The
in
keys
her-
were in the robe.
we see in her own time Tarim emerge alone from the portal, and she's holding Vo's robe. Well, at least I have a souvenir.
Better future
Solve
quality.
Your space puzzle.
Is she his great grandmother? You got a little bit of cat in you.
Nice. Yeah, so that's
Would explain the tale.
that's what I have planned for today. I do want to quickly
Crushed
run
it.
through the end of session questions. Good job, everyone.
Yay!
Thank you.
We saved the universe. I think.
Why couldn't Achasti and Runa find love? They were looking at all the wrong places. All the wrong places.
All the wrong places.
Wow. Thank
A
you,
constant
Darcy.
stream of Star Wars puns. Thank you.
Good job, Star Hat Miniatures.
The true answer is someone flirted with Runa and it completely went over their head. Every time.
I love it.
Hmm.
I loved Runa, by the way. Great,
Thank you.
great work. So the end of session questions. This is, you get to choose one of these. You each get to choose one.
Okay.
At the end of every session, mark experience. All of you mark experience and choose one of these options. Name one crewmate who did something that exemplified the light side. Tell them what it taught you. You both clear one dark side. Name one crewmate who showed their dark side. Tell them what made you feel uneasy. They mark dark side and you mark experience. Name one crewmate who really saved the day with their skill. Tell them what they did that you're envious of. You both mark experience, but you mark dark side because of that envy. Or you can name one crewmate or NPC who made an impression on you. Tell them if you were in awe or in fear of them. They gain influence over you, and you mark experience.
Let's see. I mean, I'll name one crewmate. Runa really saved the day with their skill. They did some Indiana Jonesing, which I can always appreciate. I wasn't personally there for it, but I can feel all things through the Force.
True.
And that was inspiring.
You felt the vibes.
I felt the vibes.
So you both mark experience, but
Okay.
you, Vo, mark dark side.
Me?
Because you're
I'm a Sith.
envious.
Sorry, guys. Gosh.
Who's next?
I don't remember what the things are.
So I definitely think scrolling back through them at the end of the cheat sheets that Vo offering out his hand to the Jedi Master at the end definitely I think exemplified the light side.
Very cool.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
What did that teach you? What did that teach you, Runa?
I think it taught Runa that maybe there's something to this whole Jedi thing.
Cool.
And
Cool.
maybe that there's actual like friends out there.
I love that. You both clear one dark side.
Woo!
Yay.
Back to 0, Vo.
Yeah.
I guess that in Vix's mind at least, Runa showed some dark side qualities by influencing negative emotions upon droids.
Oh, cool. Yeah, that's fair. Since you're a droid, that makes a lot of
Yeah,
sense.
that makes a lot of
Also,
sense.
she nearly shot you with a flamethrower.
She did. I just kind of got out of the. I would have if I
Yeah.
didn't have armor. I would have felt that.
So Runa, you mark dark side, and BB, you mark experience.
Yay!
Runa, how much dark side is that?
It's only 2
Yeah, but
because
you
I
marked...
cleared one and then I
Okay.
marked what?
But then you mark dark side from. Oh yeah, gotcha.
Mhm.
Cool. All right. I'm just trying.
You
It
quit it.
cancels out, so I still have the 2 dark side that you gave me from Dark Vader.
I'm writing the future in my head where you eventually become Vo's apprentice, and then you fall to the dark side, and he has to hunt you because he's a Sith hunter. You know what I mean? I just need that story. You know what I mean? So.
Well, I mean, we could always come back and do this again.
True.
I do like this character.
No, that was a lot of fun. Thank you for playing, everyone.
Thank you for running.
I hope you enjoyed the game.
I want to thank very much the audience for watching and participating in chat, and also to those who used the Force to influence the game. I
have a surprise giveaway.
Oh, you do?
If you go to ianmalden.itch.io/light-side, you can download this for everyone has won this. A free copy of Light Side.
There we go. I've got the link in there.
Totally free.
I also want to thank heaps Ian for running this game. Thank you very much, Ian.
Yes.
Thank you.
To Ian and Cap for creating this game. To Cap for playing in this game.
Oh, I'm happy to be here, Sero.
and to Alyss for also joining us in this game as well.
That's great.
I guess that's all that leaves us to do is to wave awkwardly while I find the goodbye button.
Happy Twitchiversary, Sero.
Thank you.
Twitchiversary.
Bye-bye, everyone. Bye.
Bye.
Cap's getting further and further away.
Slow pan out as he rolls out of his room.
See you. Bye-bye.